Hey YouTube, LV here. As you can see from the title, we are doing another review. This time, this was a request, and this is my first request, so I'm really excited of doing this. And we are going to review Hamasaki Ayumi's My Story. With this album, I noticed there is quite a bit of controversy with this album because I noticed from seeing reviews, it's like a love-hate really it's like a love or hate it kind of album from a lot of IU fans, so I'm really interested in doing this review. Let's get started. The first track is Catcher in the Light. It's a hard introduction with guitars and percussion, then it releases this ethereal sound that comes in with some lyrics. To be honest with you, I really like the sound of her vocals here. They sound really airy. They sound very mysterious in a way. And when I looked up the translation of this, I really liked the translation. It translates into, I believe, she keeps saying this throughout the song. Like, she only says these two verses. If you only look, you will never get it. If you only look, it will never be yours. I really like that verse. It was really good in a way. Quite a way to start the album. For the longest time, this was my favorite opening of all the Hamasaki Ayumi's albums I ever heard. This was my favorite opening. Sorry, but I did love this opening. This was my favorite until I heard Casket. And then after that, yeah, but I still like this. And then after her verses, I know it goes back into the hard guitar sounds before the mashup between the two parts. So this was a pretty cool beginning. I like this track. The next track is About You. This is our first major rock track on the album. I didn't like this song all too much in the beginning because it sounded a bit too mainstream for me, but it grew on me eventually. And I consider it one of the nice mixes of metallic pop without it getting too rackety, if that's the right word for it. And I just love the fast pacedness she places within the chorus. Though I have to admit it's cool, but it's rather hard for me to sing along because she's going way too fast for me. Well, I don't know. I just mean maybe some people could go that, but I can't. This song's really cool. I have to end up humming it because she's going too fast. But I really like this part. It sounds really cool. Great song. I like this song. Next song. The next song is Game. This song tricked me. The way it was structured, it had a very soft beginning with soothing vocals. I thought, from hearing this song, I thought we were heading towards a pretty ballad. And it does, in a way, it sounds mystical and airy, and you think it's going to head in that direction. And I thought it sounded really pretty, because I remember when I first heard it, I thought it was so beautiful. But then it heads into this sinister break after the verse, and then this popped up, and I was like, because it surprised me. It tricked me because I thought that this was going to be a pretty ballad, but then we get this. But it turns out I really like this. I really like this part. It leads into this rockish tune, and I like that. And I love that distorted vocal effects she uses in her voice here. It sounds very different, as though they've been computerized. And then we get this electronic rock composition as though the darkness is filling this song. This is a very strong track from IU. you can literally hear the anger in her voice in this song, and it's really cool. I like this song a lot. Sorry. Next song. The next song is My Name's Woman. Quite an interesting title. Oh my gosh. For a standard pop song, I thought this was a pretty solid release. I used vocals here. They took on a more fierce and confident tone, I've noticed. She sounds like she's really enjoying herself on this, and it's really cool. And then the video to this was lovely, although from what I've seen, they say it's the most expensive video ever, and from looking at it, it kind of does look like it, but she looks good. I love this song. I love the female empowerment that was clearly evident within this song. And IU definitely created a solid female anthem because of its catchy electronic cut. It was really cool, and I love this verse. Sorry, I really love this song. It's really cool. The next song is Wonderland. This is the first interlude on this album. And honestly, what the hell? That's when I first said when I first heard it. Because there was so much going on in this interlude that it wasn't even funny. It starts off innocent enough with the gentle fairgrounds melodies, with droplets of rain and children's laughter. And that's what I thought it was gonna be in the beginning. And in the beginning, when I heard it, I was like, it's not that bad. It's not my favorite when I first heard it, because it has this weird melody to it. But it was good. I liked it. And I had really no idea why IU placed this, because I don't know, in the beginning it didn't sound like it matched the album's theme. But then, just when I thought this was it, we hear this darker atmosphere. We hear that freaking cackling appears. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm terrified now of this interlude because of that. Thankfully, I can't ponder about it too long because it finishes too quickly, so I like that album for that. Next song. The next song is Liar. We hear a random church bell right before it turns into this strange synth sound that's combined with a violin. I really like the start to this. It was really exceptional in a way. And then after a while, we're suddenly blasted with this hard guitar. Let me wait for it. There we go. And although it does quiet down when we reach IU's vocals, I really liked how IU sounded in here. She sounded really good. She sounds great when she uses that softer tone in her voice. But when we get to the chorus, we get that the music belts out again. And I'm rather dazzled by that, to be honest with you. This was a good Rockets ballad. And then I liked the lyrics to it as well. It was really good. Next song. The next song is Hope or Pain, I'm sorry. The title's not really giving you much of a choice, is it? Oh my gosh. Although this song was laced with perfect clapping beats and harmonious violins, I don't really like IU's vocals here. They sound incredibly whiny, which turns me off from listening to it, because it turns me off from listening to the song. And it's sad because I really like the music. I really like the arrangements that are going on in this song. The music itself sounds extremely good. But IU's vocals turns me off from listening to this because, as I said, they sound whiny and it does not go with the song at all. And it disappoints me because this could have been a good song. But I guess they all can't be perfect, right? I don't think this. Sorry, next track. The next track is Happy Ending. I love how the violins start off the track with the weird notes where it eventually forms into a pop ballad. The verses here are very quiet with little specks of sound that felt like it was directed exclusively for this track. I love everything about this song, you guys. You can literally hear the disappointment in her voice. And I love the sad aroma that's surrounding this song because it's really relatable in a way. And I don't know, I find myself listening to this song constantly. I could be walking, I could be going to college, I could be going to work, I could be, I don't know, but I could be doing anything and I play this song when I'm in the mood and it sounds very beautiful. And her vocals here sound they sound so lovely here. Like, it's just sad. And I really like that about this song. Next song? Sorry, you just hear that. I love that note she does in here. She sounds really pure and expressive. It's really cool. Next song? The next song is Moments. This was such a gorgeous acoustic ballad. It really makes use of the warmer tone within Ayu's voice. And I love that la 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 she does. It sounds so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And you can literally, sorry, wrong one. You can literally, I thought the down tempo of this song stood out tremendously based on its beautifully delivered vocals and the vulnerable texture. This is one of my favorite songs. This is to me, it's one of Ayu's best acoustic ballads, I want to say. And the lyrics are good as usual, but that's usual from Ayu, so I'm always impressed by that. Next one. The next song is Walking Proud. I noticed this album has a lot of rock ballads, and I guess that's fine, but I appreciate this song nonetheless. This rock ballad has a simple yet effective composition that was paired beautifully with the moving lyrics and solid vocals here. It's another one of my favorites. My sister really likes this song because I remember, and my brothers too, because I remember one day, like I said, I play Ayu constantly, and when I'm doing my homework or whatever, and my brothers, because I play Ayu in my room, and our room. This is technically me and my sister's room, but anyway, I'm doing my homework or whatever, and I play this song, and my brothers, as soon as the song comes on, they come in the room and they listen to it because they like this song, because they think Ayu, they call her Ayu too, but they think her voice sounds beautiful here, and it really does. Next one. The next song is Carols, and this is the only lone ballad on the album. I really liked the piano that was introduced here, and I love how Ayu's vocals sound here. Oh my gosh. It had the right amount of feeling with the occasional drops of vulnerability. This is an excellent ballad. This is one of Ayu's best ballads. I can see why it sold over 1 million downloads. I can see why. Because this is a beautiful ballad. so beautiful. And I love that about this song. Next song. The next song is Kaleidoscope. Sorry, my English is still not that good, but I apologize if I mispronounced that word. I heard rain the first time, but then it fades away, and it turns into this mystical kind of fantasy with bells and strings and syncs playing the key part. That's the key meaning to the feel to it. I love how the strings take over and makes this interlude sound majestic and full of life. Listen to that. It sounds so gorgeous. And this is one of my favorite interludes as well. But I notice when it gets louder and louder and louder, it just fades. And it disappoints me because I wanted this to be longer. Because it's a really pretty song. Whenever I listen to this, I just get all far-eyed because I'm just like, because it's just so beautiful. I don't know. I like it. The next song is Inspire. The beginning was quite strange, but I really liked it when the guitar kicked in, which transcended this song into a more pop rockish type of song. The chorus was so catchy that whenever I have to sing it. The chorus was extremely catchy here. And this was a very aggressive tune that featured a lot of feisty vocals from Ayumi. Although when she reaches into the end of the chorus, I noticed she does something, she's straining her voice a little bit. But I'll easily overlook that because even though that was the little dent of this song, Ayu's vocals do sound good here. And I love this song. I listen to this song every summer. Oh my gosh. And my brothers and my sisters like this song too. Because we're in the car and I blast this song out. We were like singing the chorus. Sorry. But this song definitely stands out. It's one of the highlights of this album and it's really good. If you have to listen to one song off my story, listen to this one. This is a really good track. Sorry, I'm killing this song. Sorry. Okay. The next song is Honey. I can't help but giggle every time I hear this tune. Ayu's vocals sound so strange here. Oh my god. It was like she was trying to be cute with this. And surprisingly, it worked. Because it worked because she made it cute without giving me the urge to throw up. And the production here was really warm and fuzzy, and which easily melted into like a heavenly chorus. And I like that part. My honey, it's in. Sorry, but this was a good song. I really love the happiness she was clearly embarking on this tune. So good. The next track is Replace. The beginning sounded different from all the other openings I've heard from her in the past. It was a nice song after Honey because it did have the same the lighthearted tone to it. And I noticed it also had this strange galloping beat to it. Although, but I did like it. It was nice. Although it doesn't measure up to Honey, it's still a pretty good song. Because Ayu does sound sincere. You can hear the sincereness in her tone. And it's really good. And her vocals sound good here. So. Next song. The next song is Winding Road. Another mid-tempo kind of song. To me, if I had to be honest, this is the most boring song of the whole album. It doesn't really stand out, nor can I find anything special to say about it. I don't hate it. is just there. It, but it's just, I don't know what to think of it because I don't really remember the song. Because with IU songs, I remember the song. Like, if you ask me to sing this one, sing this one, even if I don't know all the words, I will hum it. This song, I can't really remember. It's not really, it's like, it's like a forgettable song. The lyrics are nice, as always, but the lyrics can't save this song. Next song. The next song is Humming 7/4. I think that's how you say it. Sorry. This song is awesome. Oh my gosh, I love how she brings the flair throughout this song, and the chorus is so damn catchy that it's not even funny, you guys. It's not even funny. I love that. Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna wait till it comes because this is a really good track. I could jam into this song. I could be like cooking because I like to cook, and I play IU songs when I'm cooking and stuff, and it's just so cool. And although it's kind of strange because the bad thing is when I cook and I listen to IU song, I can't help but dance. So I'm like in the kitchen dancing, and then my sisters and my brothers are looking like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I'm just like dancing because it's so good. But even they dance to this song because it is so damn catchy. Sorry. This is a good song. And the solo here was even cooler. Very good song, that's for sure. It's a fun song. I love this song. Although the last parts of this song, like when it gets towards the end, it sounds a bit strange, but it's still a very cool song nonetheless. I like this song. This is my jam, you guys. Okay. Okay. That was the album. I noticed this album was more rock oriented than anything she's released on previous releases. But I did think this experimentation was memorable because I do believe IU has the voice for rock, and therefore she perfected her rock persona that was clearly evident on this album. So it's a good album for that. And here's the album. Like I always say, usually when it comes to albums, I try to get to the Japan version. But like I say, every time I can't get the Japan version, and you can clearly see this one is the Korean version. At the time, I tried to buy it on Yes Asia, but it was out of print at the time, and I was bummed out. So I bought this off Amazon, off this seller. You can see it, but yeah, still good. It's the Korean version, I believe. And here's the CD, and I'll show you the CD. Let me put everything back. Here's the inside. And then let me get the book out. It got stuck. Sorry. There you go. This is just a cute picture of IU. This is so cute. IU's with her dog. So adorable. Our IU singing. I love that dress she has. It's elegant in a way, and I like it. And I like her hair. IU, she can do short hair. Like as always, she constantly changes her style, and she can rock short hair, so yeah. Although these are lovely pictures of Ayu, I will admit she's kind of wearing a lot of makeup here. And she does wear makeup, but I don't know. Here it seemed like it was just overloaded with it, and it didn't look right. Like she just looked like like a prime little doll, like she always does, though. I like that picture. I used to have it done. She trashed the room. Nice. Okay, so that was the album when it comes to album art. And I do love this album. I really do. It's a good album. But it does have its share of negative traits, which I will discuss right now. Although the album is consistently decent, music-wise, it was rather weak. It lacked any freshness other than the few new songs she decided to put up. But if I had to admit it, even those songs didn't really help matters, because she kept using the same formula throughout the songs. She rock ballad after rock ballad after rock ballad. It seemed this song consisted of rock ballads, and I can see why IU fans have such a love hate type of relationship with this album, because it's either, when I look on like reviews or forums, it seems people either love this album or hate it, and I can see why people think that, because this album, it really does lack a lot of things. And it doesn't showcase the originality that the IU's known for, and it's just like a varied kind of album. So, and I will admit, in the beginning, I did kind of share that same review. I did share that same review because when my story first came out, it was like it was definitely my least favorite when it first came out. I did not like my story when it first came out. I had like a rough beginning with it. But despite that, I still thought this album had its charm, because even though my story's not bad of an album as I first thought it to be, it's kind of like fine wine in a way. Because, and when I say that, it'll get better with age, even though it might be bitter in the beginning. Oh my gosh, that was such an interesting way of interpreting things, because considering I'm not of legal age to drink yet, but so I haven't not even tasted how wine tastes like, but I thought that's how this album was like. It's like wine in a way. From what I always hear of wine, they say it's bitter, but it gets better with as you like let it sit there. So I guess in a way it's kind of like that, because when I first heard it, I did not like it at all. Like, but I guess after listening to it a couple years now, I can say I love it now. Even now, and I don't I'm honestly glad I decided to invest in this and buy it, because it's a solid album from IU. It still is. And this album shows that even though IU's not the innocent little girl she was when she first debuted, it's still, she showed that even that's not the case, her maturity is reflected in her music here, because it's growing like she does. And this album, I know, didn't have any theme to it. It was kind of like guilty in a way, and it ran just on the base of emotion, because IU, I noticed with this album, she was telling us her story, hence the my story. She was like telling her perspective of things, and her the way she interpreted everything to be, and that was a really good way, because it's nice to hear IU's side of the story. And although I can't compare it to other Genius albums like Misunderstood, Rainbow, Secret, Guilty, I can't compare it to those, but it's still a solid release from IU. And like I said, like I always say in the videos, if you can buy the album, don't illegally download. We want to support the artists, you guys. We want to support them because IU, even though IU can, even though IU, her music can wander off sometimes, but I love her to death. She still does her job and releases solid music. Okay, and I will always stand by IU no matter what. And like I said, if you can't buy the album, then at least support the album digitally, because this album, and I've noticed, I went on iTunes and like basically all of IU's albums, I think except like Love Songs and Love Again, but I think all of IU and Rock and Roll Circus, which they need to put that on there. But I noticed all of IU's albums are on iTunes, the American iTunes. So if you can't buy the physical album and buy it digitally, at least support IU digitally, because we want to support solid J-pop, you guys. And that's all I have to say on that matter. So I hope you enjoyed my review, and I hope I fulfilled your requests in a way you liked. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.